My name is Pisano. I run the U.S. commercial sales team for the chief brand of Milestone AV Technologies. So at Digital Signage Expo, it's one of our fastest growing market segments. It's a great spot for us to launch new products for Chief and have a lot of the folks that are here at a very busy show floor see our newest and best stuff. And I think this is year number 14, is that right? So much has changed in 14 years. Obviously the size of this space and where we are, but there's so much that's actually stayed the same too. Obviously digital signage is way bigger than it's ever been, and it's growing extremely fast. But from a network operator standpoint, it's still about return on investment, return on objective. There's facets of trying to increase the brand equity through digital signage, merchandise, and sell more, or just create a better customer experience altogether. So some of those things have stayed the same. Obviously, digital signage is everywhere now, so creating more of an impact with digital signage is extremely important, and that's why we're showing in our booth like mosaics and stuff to catch people's interest, because just putting a 46-inch display on the wall with content just doesn't have the same impact as it used to be. But with good ROI, there's also bad as well. So if there's a message that's an empty screen or a black screen, it could actually create just the opposite of a customer experience. So obviously making sure the investment up front, content, hardware and software, and making it serviceable, so if something does go wrong, it's fast to fix, and getting that message back up is extremely important. So those mosaics are really just displays on our new mounts it's called our freestyle mounts, so you can put them in any orientation that you need. But one of our best selling points of our brand is just speed of installation, security, and serviceability. And obviously aesthetics is becoming so big with digital signage, so most of the stuff that we're showing is creating that customer experience, unique, just something different to look at. I think I'm entering my 12th year with Chief, so I've seen a lot, but I think from a digital signage perspective especially is partnering. And that's a lot of the folks that are on the show floor are veterans. They've been doing this for a while. They know what works. They know the digital signage ecosystem. At Chief, I just deployed a team that is called our Technology Solutions Group team, and they'll go out and do site surveys, and they do talk to, they know what a good network looks like and what's been deployed, so they can help and figuring out best positioning and what's going to work for the application. So definitely partner with the right folks, quality folks, which you have out on the show floor. They're extremely knowledgeable, and one of my favorite parts of the industry is they're a lot of fun too. So there's some great folks in this industry. Well, I think we all have mobile devices, so people are watching YouTube videos and learning everything. So mobile is a trend that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Obviously, same with social. And the ability to interact with some of these displays in digital signage networks and putting a tweet up there and having your message be on a display. I have an 8-year-old son. I took him to a basketball game this past weekend, and you're interacting directly with the media in front of 20,000 people in many of these cases. So that's a big trend. For us, obviously, on this show floor, you'll see it too. It's been a busy show, so I haven't had a chance to walk around too much, but I know the display companies are coming out with bigger displays, thinner, more aesthetics, to create that unique experience. And also with bigger, they're smaller too, because they want to get at point of sale, they want to do that merchandising in retail and in different market verticals to drive that interest. Well, it's funny because every conference we go to, there's an IoT facet of it, and just like there's a lot of, we used to talk about AV and IT convergence in our field. Now it's IoT is the new buzzword, but yeah, absolutely. And people are interacting constantly. They're constantly on their phones. In fact, we actually were laughing about it earlier, is when people are constantly staring at their phones, sometimes they're not seeing the messaging that's right in front of them. And that's, with some signage applications, because they're looking at their phone. So obviously it's changing every day, and it's fun every year to come to this show and see what's the next greatest and shiny new toy, as we call it. One of the best parts I love about this show is just the different groups of people that come by to the booths. We have a very knowledgeable end user that are on the cusp of digital signage, and they're extremely interested in either deploying it or they're already deploying it and they want to see what's next. there's a mix of great systems integrators, distributors, just folks from all facets of the industry. And either you have systems integrators that are interested in getting into digital signage, or those that are already doing it and they want to know what the next greatest is. Obviously in Vegas, it's a great spot for folks to come to. So they love to come out here, which is pretty much the digital signage capital of the world between here and New York City, I would say. But one of the best reasons too is, the folks from Expo Nation I've luckily to live in Atlanta, so I get to see them and have personal relationships, but they truly do care about your business. We're a customer of theirs because we're a vendor here, but they want to see you continue to succeed in signage. So obviously they want to see this market continue to expand, and they're on the cutting edge of a lot of it and bringing it all together in one spot. The nice part about Milestone in general is we have a very large team. We're over 1,100 employees now. We're global, so we have the resources to help folks right away. My team, I have a team of 18, and they're spread throughout the country, so depending on where this new prospect comes to us, we have the resources to help them immediately. And the earlier we get in with projects, the better, so we can be that resource for them and help them at and ask the right questions. We do a lot of empathy to figure out what they're trying to accomplish and what they want the outcome to be. But we'd love to, a nice part about the Chief brand especially is we try to do things very modular. So we wound up creating what appears to be a custom application for them with very standard products, because we have a very robust product line, so we're able to offer that. So if we can help service their needs and the way they want to be handled, and we can get in as early in the process as possible to ask the right questions, and that's the ideal customer. In one word, I describe this industry as extremely exciting.